Hi, I'm Tom Wood, garden expert, and this video is brought to you by the Dispatch Home and Garden Show and Holiday Fest. One of the questions I get all the time is, when is the best time to aerate my lawn? Well, I tell people spring and fall, but most of the time people only do it once, and if you're going to do it once, you want to do it in the fall. You get the most root growth occurring in the fall, and that root growth will occur even when the top of the grass isn't growing. Now, what's happening when we're doing aeration? Well, we've got an aerating machine that has these small tines that are on a disc, and as we're driving through the lawn, those are pulling a plug out of the grass. And I'll show you a little tight example of that. Here we've got an example of those plugs, and I've just used a soil probe to do that. The aerator's doing the exact same thing. We have a heavy clay soil in central Ohio. What we're doing is we're pulling that heavy clay soil up, and as that soil breaks down into the thatch layer, which tends to build up over the season, the microorganisms in the soil help break down that thatch, which then make it more of a useful nutrient for the grass. That's one benefit. The other benefit is we're reducing compaction, and that's a big one. Just the foot traffic on your yard when you mow all season long, and especially when it's wet, will cause compaction, and that makes it harder for the roots to grow. So by pulling that plug out, we loosen that up, the soil around that loosens up, and it gives a better, looser soil for those roots to penetrate and become deeper. And again, you're blending the clay with the organic material on top. The third thing that it's a benefit for is it allows water and nutrients to get down into the root zone where we want it. I always recommend that you put a winter fertilizer down after the grass has basically gone dormant. You don't want it to continue growing into the winter, but after it's gone dormant, get a final winterizer fertilizer down. That'll help it green up in the spring and give it plenty of nutrient for the spring green up. You can actually put your spring fertilizer down a little later if you do that. So there are a lot of benefits to core aeration. It's a great thing to do. Most lawn care companies and landscape companies will aerate as a service. You can certainly rent a machine yourself and do it. It's not too difficult. Get a little bit of exercise. If you'd like more tips like this, please subscribe to our channel. For your garden, I'm Tom Wood. Hey, thanks for watching, and be sure to come down to the Dispatch Home and Garden Show and Holiday Fest from September 11th through the 13th at the Ohio Expo Center, where you can get expert advice on everything from your roof to your garden. And be sure to bring your garden questions September 11th at 11 a.m. I'll be moderating an all-star garden guru panel where we'll get those questions answered.